Welcome to my channel and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I would also like to welcome Spirit into this reading and say thank you for the messages we are about to receive. This is a general reading. These two cards fell together. So the first card is the Tree card, and this is about the Three of Rods. You might be actually traveling, moving home, relocating to do whatever job you're doing. So you are working with a group of people over there, and you're working maybe with a company that has been very well established. It's almost like there's this feeling of a family atmosphere going on in that particular company. So you work pretty well together. Your job might involve a lot of travel, but you are also putting down roots, laying foundations. With the Tree card, it's about growth that is going on. So there's a lot of scope for advancements in that particular company that you're working for at this particular moment. There might be some good news coming in over here, and it's with regards to money, or it could be with regards to a new job. You've got the Jack of Diamonds over here, which is about working on that career, moving forward. So maybe you're a bit stuck in your particular career, but now news coming forward for you to be able to get through obstacles, get through hurdles, and move forward. So this is some good news coming in there with the Rider card. You've got that Six of Hearts over there, so there is definitely an offer coming in over there. There might be a home move, so you might actually be getting a promotion, or you might be getting some kind of offer coming in over there for you to actually relocate or move on. You've got that Rider energy over there, so this is about moving forward in your career or advancement, and that seems to be coming in. And like I said, you might actually be getting an offer where you have to relocate or move home. There's some kind of offer coming in. You might even be thinking about buying a new home as well with this particular card. So there could be that chance about you buying a new family home over there, and maybe this is the good news that you're getting coming in. Now in the past, you've got that Snake card over there, so dealing with a lot of toxic people, a lot of rivals, people going behind your back and saying a lot of nasty things over there, and they were it was really about malicious gossip that was going on behind your back. Now there seems to have been somebody around you. You've got the Dog card over there. This is about faithful friends, somebody around there that's giving you that kind of support, giving you that stability as well. So there is somebody at your work who you've been relying on quite a bit. They are very, very trustworthy, and they're somebody that's been watching your back. So you've been dealing with very, very difficult people, but somebody is there watching your back. They're they are defending you, so they are standing up for you there. Now going into the future, you've got that Lion. Now the Lion usually says sudden shocking news that comes in generally, and it's to do with either spending or receiving money over there. So you've got that Six of Diamonds over there, which is like the Six of Pentacles. So it's either you spending too much of money and you get some news that you've incurred some kind of bill, or you've been lending somebody money and maybe you hear some news about them. But it's something with regards to you either borrowing money or needing to get maybe you needing to get some kind of loan or some kind of financial assistance, and you get some shocking news about that, or you've been lending somebody money and you get some shocking news coming about that. But it's something unpleasant, and it's got to do with borrowing or lending money there. You've got that Eye card. This is about using your intuition, trusting your gut instinct. But this is the Four of Spades, which is like the Four of Swords, which is about dealing with conflicted situations, but needing to step back out of the situation and come up with a new strategy. So you've got to rely on your own experience itself to get to take care of whatever the situation is. So there might be some shocking news coming in. You need to act, but you need to actually come up with a plan, a strategy, maybe get some advice on how to deal with that particular situation. And the final card is you've got the Park card over here, so you do need to go and seek out some advice. You might need to go onto the internet, or you might need to collaborate with some people to get some advice on how to deal with whatever this news is with regards to money. So there's some kind of news coming in over there that you do need to sort out. It's some kind of problem that is coming in, and you will need to actually get some advice, consult some people, or do research in order for you to sort it out. You need to hang in there. Whatever this problem is, rely on yourself. You're pretty good with handling whatever this. You will be pretty good at handling it. You've got the insight. You definitely have the information to deal with it, but you will need to get some kind of advice as well, just to top up your information, and you will need to consult a few people before you actually make a decision about what to do next. So there is some kind of news coming in. Just be aware, and it's going to require you to do some research to sort that out. But for the moment, it looks like you might be buying a new home. There could even be an offer for a new job coming in over there with that Six of Cups. But it looks like you might be buying a new family home, setting up roots, or setting up yourself in this particular new home. There is that good news coming in about that, and you're going to be able to move forward. There could be this new offer coming in. It could be an offer for promotion in a company that allows you to establish yourself as well. So there could be some good news coming in with regards to money and your work as well. So that's also a possibility. So those are the energies for that week. Okay. So I'm just going to draw some cards from the Sorcerer's Tarot for the main read. Okay, so you've got the Five of Pentacles over here, and this is about financial loss, feeling very stuck in a particular position. You can see this woman's hanging by her hands, and she's nude. She's barely covered over here. So something is making you feel very vulnerable. You're almost put on the spot about something. You are, at a loss about what to do. Your hands are tied. It doesn't seem like you can actually do anything at this particular moment. And there's that element of financial loss going on over there. And also feeling very unsupported, very isolated as well. Almost as though you're left hanging there. So you're having to give up a lot of things. This is almost like a sacrifice position. You're having to sacrifice a lot of things in order to make up for the loss that is going on. So there's some financial problems that are going on with you, and you are feeling very, very stuck and feeling very disempowered. You don't really know what to do to get out of it. You've got the Four of Pentacles over here, and you've got the Devil card over here. Now, the Four of Pentacles over there is about trying to hang on to that money. You are trying to prevent that loss, trying to prevent that spending. You're doing some kind of research of some sort to try and get ideas on how to save. So you are trying not to get your hands into your savings, but it looks like whatever this particular scenario that has happened, you've got the Devil coming over there. It might have been, because maybe you were manipulated in the situation, but whatever it is, it's a very negative situation that has happened. This could be an addiction that is causing you to lose finances over here, that is eating away at your finances. Some kind of addiction. You might be, it doesn't necessarily mean drugs. It could be just overspending, on buying shoes, or even just purchasing things. But there's something that has come in. It's almost coming across as being some kind of addiction that you are overspending on. So there's something that you need to curb your spending on. You need to actually cut it, nip it in the bud, because it's eating away at your finances, and it is causing that kind of financial loss. Somebody's been trying to tell you about it, because you've got that Four of Cups over here. So somebody's been offering some advice, but it looks like you've got your hands over your ears over here, and you don't want to hear what they've got to say. So this is some kind of an addiction that you have, maybe over shopping, overspending in some kind of way, that is causing this financial loss, and you need to get this under control, because it's coming across as being the devil. It's being, it's almost taking over your life. So there's some kind of financial situation that you do need to look into, because you're getting that loss going on. And even though you're hanging on to those finances, it seems like, it's ebbing away there. So you need to actually do a good financial review over there, and look into what you're spending on there. Now, you've got the Eight of Pentacles over here. So this is in the past. You've been working pretty hard at your job. So you've been studying and working in the past, and this is how you've been accumulating your finances. So pretty organized, pretty much focused on your work. But for the fact that you're overspending, I think this is, whatever you're working on, you are accumulating not only knowledge, you're not only being practical, and whatever you're doing is a very highly skilled job. So you might be specializing in that field that you're doing. You can see this person has a lot of protractors and things to draw circles with. So a very specialized kind of work, maybe very intellectual kind of work, something very mathematical as well. And you got that Bats over there talking about spending a lot of time, late hours, working days and nights, doing this particular job. So you're very, very focused on this job. It seems like you're taking this project, you might be heading this project. You got this page of rods over here, so working on this new project that you had and putting a lot of effort and energy and taking charge and control of it. So you are pretty much focused on whatever your work is, and you're working pretty hard at it. You might be doing a lot of travel as well with this new job that you're doing. Now, you are trying to sort out some very, very difficult people. You've got this crocodile over here and this man trying to, this is the strength card, using a lot of energy and effort to try and get this situation in control. So you are dealing with a lot of negative people. They've got a lot to say, a lot of nasty things to say, and you are trying to use your truth to sort out or take control of that situation. They have caused a lot of upset, a lot of crying on your, for you. It looks like, they're preventing you from manifesting whatever you want to. So there's a lot of toxicity that you're dealing with. This devil card is also showing the toxicity of the people that you're dealing with. Maybe this job in itself is very, time consuming. It takes up so much of your effort, your energy, and you don't have much time for yourself, so this could well be the case. So going on into the future, you've got the Wheel of Fortune coming over here. So things are about to change. You need to, there might be an opportunity for study coming in here as well. So you are studying at the moment, but there's some kind of new opportunity coming. There's something that is going to change your status as well. So something that you have been working on, because this man is manifesting from the wheel. You can see he's got his hands pointed to the wheel, so he's definitely manifesting. So this is what you have been working on, and this looks like it's, whatever you're working on or whatever you've worked on is going to be the thing that changes your luck or changes the way your pathway, changes the way things move forward. And there's a lot of abundance that is going to be coming in. You can see there's a lot of trees and grass over here. So whatever you've been working with and working on and being very, very hands-on is going to be producing that abundance coming in. Now you've got the Nine of Pentacles, so you are working pretty independently, pretty much in charge. The money is coming in over there. So whatever this addiction is that is causing you to have this feeling of financial loss, or feeling as though you're overspending, or you're going you're using up your resources too much. You're trying to cling to it there with that Four of Pentacles, but it's still that loss going on. And yet, what's going on with you is that you have financial independence. You're earning sufficient money at this moment. You can afford all the things of luxury over here and sit back and enjoy it. So whatever this addiction is, you need to cut it out of your life in order for you to enjoy this all that you have worked for. Now the Nine of Cups is usually that card of satisfaction, but the Nine of Pentacles is usually about getting everything that you want financially, but working too hard or being too focused on the finance or acquiring of it, then sitting back and enjoying the luxuries that come with it. So that's what you need to do. Like, she needs to appreciate this beautiful dress that she's wearing rather than just thinking about how she's going to get the money to buy the dress. So this is the thing. You need to actually sit back and learn how to relax and enjoy the wealth that you have accumulated, and not spend it or give it away, frivolously on some kind of addiction, or overspending it on things that, are not going to bring you joy. So you need to rethink or decide what is important for you. Decide your worth or your value of your money, really. You've got the Knight of Rods over here. So this is about travel. So there might be, you might be getting a promotion, because this is, the Nine of Pentacles is about getting something that you really want. So there might be a new promotion coming in that is going to allow you to travel, do worldwide travel. So international travel, dealing with a lot of foreign people. This is the card, the Knight of Rods is usually a card about action. It's about, being faced with something and making a decision pretty quickly and being on the move, on the go. So this is what it looks like, the energy of movement coming in for you. So you might be doing some traveling soon. It looks like this Wheel of Fortune might be taking you to see the world, really, and meet a lot more people. And you're going to do this by yourself and through your work, because there's a lot of independence there coming in. So you've got the Page of Pentacles over here. So you had been trying to manifest this. So this could be a new job, this could be a new promotion, and you're hoping new money comes in over there. You're certainly doing a financial assessment over there. You seem to be weighing up your options as well and deciding what you want to do next with this Page of Pentacles over there. So you're thinking quite deeply about what you want to do. And maybe you're reaching some kind of crossroads in your life where you want to make some kind of big decision. That is why that Wheel of Fortune is coming in to shift you out of whatever energies you're going through at the moment. This Devil could even imply that you're pretty much bored with whatever you're doing right now and you want to move on. Hence the Wheel of Fortune. Now going into the future and final outcome, you've got that Two of Swords over here, you've got the Nine of Cups there, and you've got that Four of Swords. So the Two of Swords is trying to make a decision. So information is coming to you. You haven't seen it yet, so something that you haven't seen, but it looks like you're going to be turning your back on your present situation and making a decision to move forward. You need to be very logical when you're making this particular decision. You need to consider all your options and do your research. That owl is indicating there is something that you need to learn, or something needs to come to light. Some information needs to come to light before you make that decision to move on. So don't be rash. Make sure you're very, very calm, cool, collected, and making a very practical decision. You've got the Nine of Cups. So whatever this decision is, this is about further learning and further study as well. There's somebody around you giving you some advice as well. But the Nine of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment. It is the card of satisfaction. So whatever decision you make, whatever movement you make out of it, is going to bring you a lot more fulfillment. So it's going to take you out of this devil energy where you're feeling bored and distracted, and they say the idle mind is the devil's workshop. So in other words, you look for things to do or to spend your time on that are frivolous, rather than, if you find your true path and you get enjoyment from it, you will, do something that makes you happy and it will be worth your while. So there is somebody around you giving you some kind of advice, some kind of counseling, but it looks like that wish fulfillment card is coming up once you make that decision to move out of this particular situation. It looks like, you have been very, very stressed out recently. Maybe you have been, spending some time studying or learning, but it looks like you do need a little bit of a holiday and a little bit of a break with this Four of Swords. Some downtime. You need to get out of, the rat race of things. You need to take some rest, and if you're going through any physical or any kind of stress-related problems, you need to take some time out and do some healing. So you can see this little girl going to bed. So it looks like you do need to get some rest, get some sleep. And like I said, there might be some further study that you might need to do. So while you're taking your rest, you might need to catch up on your reading or catch up on something that gets your skills, up to date a little bit. So you do need to take a little bit of a break from whatever all the stresses are that you have been dealing with. So big decisions are coming up on how you're going to move forward. You are getting that advice, and whatever you're going to do next is going to be very satisfactory for you. And you can see there's books in both these cards, so there is some learning that is coming in over there. You do need some kind of a break, some kind of a rest, or you need to get out of that situation in order for you to rejuvenate, to heal. But things are about to change. The Wheel of Fortune is about to come in. This card has fallen out, and so I'm drawing cards from Fairy Tarot. So you've got that Two of Spring over here, which says a bright future manifested through hard work and creativity. Partnering with somebody who shares your dreams, great progress being made. So a partnership is coming in, some advice coming in over there, and you can even see with that Nine of Cups, there's some kind of partnership coming in. So this is going to be a really good friendship, or this could be a really good business partnership coming in over here. And you'll be able to work pretty well with this person. And whatever ideas you have, they'll be very supportive of you. And this is the thing that will allow you to move forward with that Two of Spring. The Two of Spring implies also some kind of decision that needs to be made at a crossroads in your life. So you have to make a choice. There you can see with that Two of Swords, some kind of decision that you have to make, and make it on a very logical basis as well. Then you've got the Nine of Spring, which says protect the fruits of your labors, prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. Now with the Nine of Swords, you've gone through a lot of difficulties. You've got almost one last hurdle to go through, and you need to hang in there. So this is about having resilience, hanging in there, and things will start changing for the better. And then again, you've got the Four of Winter, and this is the final card over here. So the two final cards are the Four of Winter or the Four of Swords, which says set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later. Solutions that come from meditation, and a need for more sleep or meditation. So both these cards, these girls are tired and they need to have some sleep. So it looks like you have been cutting your sleep, or you are very exhausted, and you need to actually take a break and go and get some rest, get a holiday, and get some more sleep. Maybe take a weekend and sleep it out, really. But you do need to get some rest and before you start making some big decisions, because the stress is not allowing you to make, impartial decisions. It's not allowing you to make good decisions right now. So you need to take some time out of this particular scenario and see things from a very different perspective, and then make whatever decision you have to make, or make your plans after that. So I hope this reading has resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave me some comments if it has. And thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.